All right. So what we got going on here today is we're fixing a nail, bolt, or whatever's in your tire. First thing you're gonna need is a tire plug kit. You can't go to a shop and they can do it for you for like 30 bucks. And you can wait a couple hours, or you can do it yourself and use a tire plug kit. So, there are 3 things in most of these kits. Sometimes there's more, sometimes there's glue and other stuff like that. So you're gonna have a rasp. This is to, if you got like a smaller hole, it makes it bigger, and it also roughs up the edges so your plug sticks better. You got your plug. Usually comes with like 5 of them. Sometimes it comes with glue too. And then you have your plug insert tool. You're gonna take your plug, put it through there, even on both sides, and then you're gonna shove it in. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna set up our plug tool. I'll just pull one of your plugs out. This can be a little bit difficult sometimes. You flatten the end out like this, and then you can just try and wiggle it through, like so. And then you just grab the other end and pull about halfway down, like so. Set that to the side. Okay. Get our rasp tool ready. And then you will need something to pull this out with. And you gotta be ready and be in a position such as this so that you can have enough leverage to be able to ream it out and then to shove your plug in. Because as soon as you pull whatever's in your tire out, it's gonna start leaking air. So just be ready. All right, pull this out. And you can see, bolt. I'm gonna take my reamer now. Give it a couple of good rasps like that. Nothing crazy, you know what I mean? You just try to rough it up a little bit. Leave that in there so it doesn't leak as fast. Get your plug ready. Pull your reamer out. And 2 hands. This takes a lot of force, so just be ready to really give it. All right, so as you can see there, we got our plug most of the way in. Now you don't want to go all the way in because you'll just shove the plug straight through and then you'll be in the same predicament. So now when you got it here, you don't want to twist this when you pull it out. You just want to yank straight back, okay? And that's going to leave your plug in there, all right? So get like this. Rip your plug insert tool straight out. There you go. Now your tire is sealed. Now the only thing you can do now is, if you feel so inclined, get you a razor blade, a pair of scissors, whatever you feel like. And you just trim up these edges right here. So I'll show you. I mean, if you don't do it, it's not like it's gonna rip the plug out or nothing. It's just trim up your edges. I like to mush it down a little bit. Now, if you have a kit that has glue in it, you would put the glue on the plug before you put it in. And then what I like to do if it has glue is just put a little bit on the outside here and see if it'll seep in to seal it a little better. Now, there are a couple caveats to plugging your tire here. So in this instance, we have this bolt here. Now this is a bigger than a nail. It's actually pretty good size, really. And you know, you can plug holes that are created by larger objects than this. However, it's really not recommended. I mean, if you get much bigger than this, I'd probably just go get a new tire, honestly. because you're gonna be shoving 2-3 plugs in the same hole just to try and get it to seal. Now, if you look at your tire here, you'll notice you have this outer edge, the middle, and the outer edge, right? Now, technically, according to tire manufacturers and such, anything in this outer edge on either side, if it goes in at all, it's technically not repairable. It's like if you take it to a shop, like they may not repair it for you. You can repair it yourself. You just know there may be a little bit of added risk in terms of you don't know if the nail went through at an angle and it got into your sidewall. So just be careful repairing anything on these edges here. Definitely never want to repair anything in the sidewall. I have seen before, definitely people have plugged the sidewall, and it does hold sometimes, but you do run the added risk of not knowing the internal damage to the tire, and the tire could blow out entirely on you when you're driving down the highway. So, if you're gonna plug the sidewall of a tire, just know that there are risks. But yeah, that's about it. So that's how you plug your tire. Go ahead and fill it back up to the manufacturer spec or whatever spec you want to run. All right, thank you.